What are their thoughts of you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moshe, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at their thoughts of you personally, what they're thinking about you as a person that you are, and then also their thoughts about you in terms of a relationship. I just finished doing all the readings, and they are very strong, very powerful readings, very clear and very loving. Very proud of these readings, and they all stick to the prompt of their thoughts of you. But my readings are highly spiritual because that's just the kind of reader I am, and that's just the kind of light work I do. And with that, I hope you enjoy the readings. I'm going to add a little section here for those that want kind of clarity on what happened with the last reading. But it's not necessary for you to hear that if you don't wish to. And you can move on to the readings that I hope you enjoy. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 11 with the Amethyst. We're looking at their thoughts of you. So what do they think of you personally? Queen of Fire. Okay, so first of all, very attractive, very hot. They do think that you are like a 10 out of 10, I'm hearing. They are so surprised that they even got to talk to you. They could not believe that you even gave them attention and gave them the time of day. So they still feel like you're that beautiful, that they're that good looking since day one. Even though you might have talked to them for a while, they still have that feeling of, I can't believe pile 11 gave me that attention and even gives me the time of day. Wow, the Lovers. Okay, yeah. So they really, really deeply fell in love with you. And for them, it was like everything, not just the looks, but the personality. And they realize that this is like a once in a lifetime kind of meeting where they're never going to find someone like you ever again. And that kind of deepened their love for you. They find that you're such a easy person to love. It's really hard to not fall for you. And they kind of can see how that might be true of anyone that meets you and gets to know you and that you give them a chance. They really put you on a pedestal. They really hold you in high regard. So this is really special for them. You're really special to them. And you always have that place in their heart because they know, like, you're one in a million, one in a billion. Wow. Okay, so what else do they think about you personally? Have faith. I feel like they love that you are like an optimist or someone who always brings hope to any situation. You might be very spiritual or religious or just someone who is like, you know, a cheerleader, just kind of like, you know, we'll get through this, you know, this bad stuff will end soon. We will get through to the other side. Like, you know, we just have to get through this one little day, one little moment. You know, like you're someone who always kind of pushes through the bad times. And they find that incredible because not many people are. There's a lot of people who are very like sulky. They'll just sulk in their bad vibes and they'll bring everyone else around them down. But you kind of have faith. You kind of instill like faith in people. Like, you know, there's good people out there. There's good people who are willing to fight and do the right thing and be strong. And they find that kind of really amazing because you're really good looking, right? So for you to have all those like top notch qualities, it's like amazing to them. Like you're the total package. Okay, so what else do they think of you personally? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah. But with that comes like you have a lot of confidence, or at least you come off like you have a lot of confidence. And even if you don't think so, it feels like you have more, like they think that you have more confidence than they do. And that's why you have that's why you come off so good looking. That's why your personality is so attractive, because you're that person that kind of, I don't know, has this kind of like fire within them that people like are attracted to, that people will follow, that people will listen to, that people are inspired by. So and because of that, you're probably also very, stubborn. Like um when you have an idea, when you have a goal, when you have something that you want to do, like you'll stubbornly hold on to it. And it's like a positive and negative quality, because it's positive because that's the kind of faith and strength you need and confidence that you need to achieve a goal. But at the same time, like, most people are followers, not leaders, right? So like people are not gonna jive with that personality trait all the time. But like you're someone who gets things done, and someone who shows a lot of strength in their beauty, in the way that you use your beauty. And by beauty, I mean not just like outward appearance, but like your charisma, your personality, and your inspiration, like the way you think and the way you create. Okay, bell announcement. I heard bell of the ball. So I feel like when you speak, it feels like you're always saying important things. And this is a key element that I want to point out that they're highlighting, because I feel like your person might not know how to describe this part of you, describe this personality trait, but it feels like every time you say something, it's very important, because you're so confident. You're probably really confident in speaking about your emotions, speaking about what's on your mind, speaking about your opinions, like speaking about like what you want to do today in your life, your goals. So when you speak, like, it has such power behind it, you know. And it's probably because most people are afraid to talk about what you have to say, but you're someone who like steps up and says it. So it does feel like you're super fascinating to them, like what you speak, the way you look, the way you present yourself, just your aura. It's very enchanting, to say the least. So what are the thoughts about you in terms of a relationship? What do they think of you in terms of a relationship? Never ending story. Okay, so I feel like you might get they might feel like you get trapped in relationships because they're often not good enough for you. So maybe they heard stories about your past relationships, or that's how they feel about you and your current relationship, or your connection with them. Keep in mind, I'm reading from a lot of different people, so there's a lot of different situations, but there is a sense of like you end up finding yourself in the same situation over and over again, where you're with someone who can't keep up with you, or can't understand you, or can't move in the same direction that you want to move in terms of a relationship. Page of Pentacles, yeah. I'm getting this feeling of kind of like starting from step one, starting from ground zero. So they might feel like you two kind of argue about the same things over and over again. And it's kind of this kind of issue where you might find people that you love in the moment, but may not have characteristics of being a long-term partner to you. And so the same things keep coming up over and over again in your relationships. And that's how I feel like they feel with you. Like anytime you two get together or talk, like the same things keep coming up. And it's not because of the lack of love. It's just because with the Queen of Fire here, for sure, like I feel like you find a lot of people who you have a connection with, but you have a lot of fire in you, so you might tend to kind of get into relationships quicker than you might mean. You might fall in love easier, and you always have faith that it'll work out. That you're like, oh, I'll find a way, kind of thing. And so I feel I'm getting it from them, like, same issues come up for you and for them, and it's because like like not enough time was spent in the beginning to find out like if this is going to be a long-term thing or not, and it's kind of more like in the moment kind of love, even if you have a lot of things in common, even if there is a lot of deep connections there, like it's like there's some like non-negotiables that you don't find out until later. And yeah, I'm afraid you've moved on, and it's this kind of, that's what I'm saying, like they feel like they're not good enough for you. So even if you show your person like that you're willing to kind of work on things, if they're willing to work on things, it feels like you're kind of like, hey, like I'm tired of these same things coming up. It might feel frustrating for you because you have so much fire, Queen of Fire and Lovers here. I feel like you're really good with relationships. You're a Spitfire, like like you address the issue, you figure out solutions, and you like kind of move on. But not everyone like kind of handles relationships that way. Some people might need more time to understand what's going on emotionally. They might need more time to kind of digest things and kind of come to terms with things and kind of figure things out. And I feel like you are such a like strong love partner. In any relationship that you're in, you're like you're a strong personality, you're strong in relationships, that you kind of figure things out, and you're kind of wondering why people aren't like figuring things out faster like fast as you. And so you often leave your partners feeling like they're not equipped to be with someone like you. They're not getting it fast enough. They're not good at relationship as much as you, or then they don't understand you or something like that. And I feel like on your side it's kind of like you're like, why does this keep happening or something? Why do we keep talking about this? Okay, Bat, take care. Enemies are working against you. Yeah. If you feel like you keep getting into connections where you're just like getting back into like you're feeling like you're stuck, you keep getting like stuck in the connection. I'm getting from spirit that be like, just know that like those relationships were there to kind of help you kind of figure out your lessons, figure out what you needed to learn to get to the right relationship. I feel like because it's never ending story, and the Lovers, like and the Page of Pentacles here, like you have gotten into a lot of serious relationships in your life, or like enough. The Spirit's like, hopefully you get it this time around, what you can do differently than last time. Because ink pot, problems to be resolved. Yeah, I feel like this time around you really kind of figured it out. So whether you're with this person or not really, like this person was your like last karmic lesson. So I'm getting from spirit like they're really hopeful that you're going to find the right person moving forward. Let's see spirit's message. Oh wow, the Hierophant. Wow, yeah. So I'm getting like, if you've been like kind of going through this over and over again, like spirit is saying like, yeah, this was the last time that you kind of had to go through feeling stuck. Marriage or the one or very long-term relationship. The Hierophant for me is a long-term, stable, committed relationship. It usually means marriage to me, or finding like the one, or at least someone that you're gonna be with for a very, very long time. Because apparently nowadays, marriage doesn't mean much to people, where you have to stick by that person through thick and thin. Divorce is on the rise, but for most people, you don't need that. You just kind of need to know that you're going to be in a long-term committed relationship with someone, and it's going to mean something, and you're going to allow each other the time to kind of like grow and let the relationship breathe, and kind of not give up on the relationship, have faith, right? So I feel like you're that kind of person. You are someone who always had faith in relationships, always worked on it, always thought of solutions, always kind of try to figure out how you can make it work. And so spirit like is like strongly suggesting like, yeah, the next person you're going to be, don't worry, is going to be a very long-term committed, stable, beautiful relationship. So If you feel like this is you've been going through this over and over again, and you kind of feel like, why do I keep getting stuck? Why do they stop working on this connection? Why does it keep getting like same things keep coming up? Like, this is like your sign that, yeah, like, don't worry, like the next one is going to be a completely different story than the ones that you've been, living through in the past. So pile 11, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 22, the Lepdipite. We're looking at their thoughts of you. Look at their thoughts of you personally and then relationship-wise. So what do they think of you personally? 3 of Earth. Oh, you're so easy to work with. They love, love, love hanging out with you. They love doing a lot of different activities with you. So I feel like you're like their best friend and partner. Like, you're someone you can like rely on for many different things. Like, if you need like advice on even just like legal things or friendship or family situation or looks or like outfit or something, like, you're the person to go to. Like, they feel like they can go to you for anything, and you'll be down to help them or down to hang out with them for, like, I don't know, like, you have really interesting, you have a lot of different interests, and you can be like a friend to them. You can be like a support system, like a family member to them. You can also be just a friend you can goof around with, or just like someone you can like genuinely help. If you need to move, or you need to like make a tough decision, like you're that kind of person that they want to, that everyone would be lucky to have, that everyone wants by their side. You definitely have really, really good qualities of, like, you're someone that everyone wants on their team. Like, you definitely have those qualities. 6 of Wands. Yeah, wow. Okay, very successful. You're like a winner. You have a winner vibe. Like, you have a successful vibe. Like, anything you do will be successful. And if it's not, it was fun doing it, and it was worth doing it with you anyway. So it's kind of like you have this kind of like win-win like situation at all times. Like, anything you do, like, you'll come up on top no matter what you say, what you do. And it's just like, you can do no wrong. It feels like this your person, pile 22, like, they feel like you can do no wrong, which is like they definitely hold you in high regards. Okay, so you have all the courage within you. Yeah, they definitely think that you're such a courageous person. That's why, like, they want you on their team. Like, you're someone, like, they'll call up, like, if, like, I feel like your person has seen, like, your friends call you up for, like, when they really need someone, even people that, like, haven't talked to you for a long time, they'll come out of, like, nowhere, and then just family member, friends, just, people acquaintances, like, they'll just come out of nowhere and ask for your help, because they know how, like, your worth, like, how helpful you can be, and, like, just, like, the courage that you have. Like, you can go after anything, like, if small task or a big task, like, I don't know, I feel like they're the kind of person that like they're standing behind you as you kind of yell at people, or as you kind of like lead people, or as you kind of like tell people your your visionary ideas, or tell people how to like best do things, or like you're someone people like back up. Like, I feel like and even in a relationship, you're someone that like people would kind of support. Like, people, like, you're the main character, you're like the leading character of the connection, and people kind of like support you because you have the ideas, you have the success, you have the courage, so you're usually at the forefront of anything, whether it's a relationship, a friendship group, like, any kind of group. You might be the one who kind of people go to for things at work or in terms of your family. Crown, honor, respect will come to you. Yeah, beautiful, pile 22. I do feel like you're the kind of person that like wears the crown, but it's kind of like heavy. Where is the head that wears a crown, or something like that? Like, you definitely have a lot of responsibility on you, and like you can uphold it, but it's still kind of like with all the responsibility that you carry, like, you also have to deal with all the shit, right? So you're an inspiring person to be around for sure. Like, you're definitely meant to do big things. You probably already do big things now, even if it doesn't seem like it, even if it seems like you work, like live a normal life. Like, no, like you handle more than most people. You help more people than most, you know? That quote comes to mind. It's like, a good man can take care of themselves. A great man can take care of themselves and their family, and a legendary man can take care of like the whole world. And I feel like that's like you. Like, you're like legendary. You help not just like yourself, and not only do you take care of yourself and like the people that you love around you, but you help others. You go the extra mile. So even if you don't feel like it, like I feel like most of you know, you're like, yeah, I know. But like some of you might be questioning it. Like, we all have our kind of ups and downs where we feel a little bit lower some days and stuff like that. But this is like, a reminder from your person. I'm getting not just your person, but like a lot of people see you this way. And I don't know if you know that. So I think it's important for me to, don't criticize me from going off topic for 2 seconds. Sorry, that's a reference back to my last reading where people kind of killed me for like saying spirit messages that were so important and were related to the topic, but people just like didn't get it. They're so low vibe. I don't understand. Anyway, well, I understand why they're low vibe, but like, it's like, why are you even in my house? Leave. Like, this channel is for high vibe folks, okay? High vibe lovelies like yourself. And I'll defend it. I'll defend you. I'll defend anyone who comes here from those low vibes. But I feel like you're the kind of person that new job, new career, that is always kind of like, anywhere you go, like any like job that you go to, any friend group that you go to, any like place that you go to, you leave people in good vibes. Like, you leave them better off than they were. That's the kind of energy I'm getting off of you. You leave people in a better place than they were. And I feel like with a new job and career, I feel like you do have like a destiny, like it's something that you're meant to do. Like, and I think you know it too, whether you already know it and you're in that career right now, or this is something that's coming in for you. I feel like with a new job and career, like even if you're in the right career, right line of work right now, I feel like something like a good opportunity is coming in for you to like strengthen your position, or like a new position. If not, if you don't feel like you're like living your purpose here, the job, the career, your life purpose here, I feel like it's coming in for you now. So that's wonderful. I feel like that's why Spirit wanted me to kind of say like, yeah, like you're more like, you influence people in a positive way more than you think. Because like not only your person is thinking this, like there's so many, like I'm getting at least 5 or 6 people, and there's like a bunch of people behind them, but there's like 5 or 6 main people that are like probably closer to you, like friends that you've had in the past and stuff like that, like in your childhood and stuff, in your young adulthood, or like someone that like, you don't even like, you're not friends with so much anymore, but like there's a lot of people that are coming through that are being like, yeah, Pile 22 is like helped me so much, and they're such a like influential person, and they can help people. They're so good for everything. Okay, so let's look at what your person, their thoughts about you in terms of a relationship. Poised. Okay. In reverse. Okay, so I feel like they're like, how can Pile 22 have such a heavy responsibility in their life and like do things so elegantly outside of their personal relationships, but then in their romantic relationships and also in your close, love relationships with your loved ones, how are they so chaotic? Like, how are they so calm out there, and then in our relationship be so chaotic? Like, totally be like all over the place. So I'm getting that like like a lot of people are attracted to you, and you have such weight to your words and your actions, and people have a lot of respect for you, right? But then when it comes to like personal relationships, like one-on-one relationships, especially with your romantic partner and like your closest friends and your closest family members, like the people that you are like completely you with, like they see like the real you, and the real you is very like all over the place, but not in a bad way. I'm getting it's like kind of fun to see you work. It's fun to watch you day to day. Like I feel like the people who are lucky enough to see you day to day are kind of amazed by how you really are compared to what most people think you probably are. Like on social media or outwardly when you're in meetings or when you're in professional settings, how you come off versus how you are in real life day to day is amazing. It's not less, they don't have less respect for you because of that. They have more respect for you because it's just like the way you work is different. I'm getting Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're the kind of person that like even if you're not doing well in your own personal life, like if you have things going on financially, if you have things going on with your work and in your health or with your relationship with your friendships, like or family members, like things are not like perfect there, like it does not show up in your professional life. It does not show outwardly to other people. And so that's why they think like you're able to wear so many hats. You're able to handle so many things because like even with so many things going on personally, it doesn't affect the way that you come off outwardly to other people. And the only people that know how you work internally is the people who like see you every day or talk to you every day. And they get to see like the chaos that is your life, but like you like thrive in that chaos. Like you organize it well. You kind of handle everything well, but you do it in your own specific way. And that's like unique to you. I'm seeing someone who goes from like thing to thing to thing, but you get it done. But it's like so unique. Like I feel like the way you work, it might not be like so different, but like it's a little bit different than how other people work. Like for example, if you're staying home and you're taking the day off to just do some chores and run some errands, like the way you do them is like may look chaotic to other people, but it makes sense to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So what does your person think about you in terms of relationships? We are on time. Okay, so I feel like there's something about like I feel like you were friends with your person for a while before you can get into a relationship, or maybe you guys got into a relationship and then it just turned into a friendship, or there was like a break in the connection before you two kind of decided to kind of come back together, or will be coming back together. So there's something about like things were done in like unconventionally time wise in this relationship. And so your person is letting you know, like whether this is your person or like the new person coming in for you. Because you know I'm reading for a bunch of different people, so depending on your situation, like if this is like not meant, like if you two kind of already had your moment in your life like together, they're saying like we were on time, we were together exactly when we were meant to be together. And then a new person is coming in and they're exactly on time, they're arriving in your life exactly on time. And that's if you are little to no communication with this person, or if you are single, or if you are kind of questioning if you're going to get back with this person but you kind of know it's over. But for others of you that are kind of, you know, still friends with this person, or kind of know that you two were kind of meant to come together at some other later point in time. I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm like stuck. It's like time is stuck. Like the words are stuck or something. It's like you two are on time. You're going to come together exactly when you're meant to. And if you're with this person right now, it's kind of like everything kind of worked out the way it's supposed to. Like, don't regret how we kind of took a break from each other at some point. Like, we came together exactly when we were meant to. So, yeah, just a sign of a very talented reader. For those of you in negative vibes, like, I can read for people on multiple different situations in one reading. Oh my God. I don't know how are these negative people attracted to my channel? Like, why are you even here? Like, why are you, like, you know, like move on. So what do they think about you relationship wise? Romance is in the air. Wow, Rose. Yeah. So another message I'm getting with "we are on time" is like this person is coming in now or very very soon, um, or has recently come in. So this is like around this time frame. This person is coming in. This person that is right on time. It's your Mr. Right, Mrs. Right. Is coming in right now. So expect to be in a very like romantic time in your life right now. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. I'm getting with the lightning, like it's coming in like sooner than you think. Um, and then the anger part I'm getting is like if you hold any kind of resentment or anger towards this person or towards like God for not bringing this person sooner or like um first like feeling like someone kind of held you back from meeting this person sooner, like releasing all those kind of emotions will be good. And because this person is coming in right now, you probably don't have any like really strong emotions of anger at anyone, past or present. Still kind of a little bit there, and it's good to acknowledge it because just acknowledging it clears that kind of energy, and that's kind of like the inner work that you need to do to bring this person in. There isn't much, you don't have that much anger, but it's like kind of like, it's good to address it just a little bit in order for this new romantic energy to come into your life. So beautiful pile 22. It seems like good things are on the horizon for you in terms of romance. And oh my goodness, the Magician. No, it's the Ace of Swords. Sorry. I was like, is this the Empress? Is it the Magician? No, it's the Ace of Swords. And I love that she's like pregnant here. So I do feel like this is something. This is the situation that's coming in for you now romantically, whether it's someone from the past or someone new. Is someone that you're going to be able to have like long-term growth with. So someone that you're going to be with for a while that's going to be very very important to you. Um wow, I'm going to pull one more card just to. Eight of Swords. Yeah, because I'm getting some sort of like, oh, regret, like, oh, you wish you could have started a family sooner, or you wish you could have, like, not spent so much time, wasted on someone else. Like, if you have children, like, I wish I didn't have my children get so close to that person in the past, or something like that. Or, something about like feeling like you wasted time or something with someone in the past. But Spirit's like, don't worry, like everything is happened for a reason. Everything is meant to happen in the way it's supposed to. And I feel like I'm getting like a why me kind of feeling because you're someone who's always helping people. You're someone who's always like working towards like everything. Like not only do you help like your person in a relationship, but you also kind of take care of like making sure that they're okay, that they're doing well in their career, that they're doing well with their family members, that they have time to hang out with their friends. Like when you take someone on in your life, you don't just make sure that they're doing okay, you're making sure that they're okay in every area of their life. So like, you're that kind of person. You're like, why me? Why does it feel like I can't like finally start this for myself when I'm doing this for everyone else, kind of thing. For all my partners, for your person that you're thought of, like for your friends. I'm getting like, I feel like you're the person who's always like helping everyone else with everything, and you're like, where am I going to find someone who's on the same page as me and will do that for me as I will do that for them? Because that's why I feel like you waste so much time, because you're always kind of like even if you like break up with someone, you're always kind of like helping them still. It's like, well, how much am I going to help someone until they kind of like until I get that good karma back? This is your good karma coming back, Spirit is saying. So pile 22, I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 33 with the Malachite. We're looking at their thoughts of you. We're going to look at their thoughts of you personally and in terms of a relationship. So let's look at what they think of you personally. The Lover's card, love, and it came out in reverse, which is like the Lover's card upright, the typical meaning is like you have a choice in love. And for me, in reverse means like they have chosen their one true love, the person that they want to be with, and that's you. So I don't know if you have chosen them, but they have definitely chose you as like their mate for life, their one true love, their soulmate, their divine counterpart. Like they have chosen you. Whether they have like kind of shown it and been really like upfront about it or not, they kind of keep it to themselves. Like they have chosen you as their mate. They see you that way. The devil, yeah, because I feel like, wow, the lovers and the devil, and like in like the Rider-Waite, like both these cards have like in the Rider-Waite deck have very similar images. Okay, I had to go get the lovers card and the devil card. Don't crucify me, low vibe folks, for going off topic for 2 seconds to explain the energies. God, sorry. I'm like I don't care whether I explained this in the intro or I will, but like these people don't get to me. But it's just like the fact that like it's like how if you're like a high vibe person, how could you not like see all the readings that I do as high vibe? Like I'm literally just explaining the energies. Like how can you attack that? How can pure love and light get attacked? So that's what I'm like not like I don't get. Like, and I'm also a fighter too, so I'm not like a spirit, just a light worker, but I'm a light warrior. So I will like defend people in the name of light and love, and like I don't get it. Like maybe some people need some like talking to. They need someone to put them in their place, I guess. Okay, so the lovers card and the devil card, you can see like they have like similar images with the couple here and the couple here. And here we see them kind of being, they're naked in both of these images because that's kind of like your openness to kind of, to divine energies, to the energies. So here we have like the sun and we have an archangel, and it's kind of like, the snake with the apple and the burning bush, so it's very biblical. And then we have the devil here. The two couples are kind of changed to the devil, but they don't seem like they're like sad or angry. They just seem like, oh, like, okay, this is what's happening. So I'm getting like it goes to show that you can have such high energies but an equal amount of negative energies. And this is what I keep trying to explain to people. It's like you can't be such a high level spiritual person. Like you can't have such a high level of light within you without having an equal amount of dark within you, or the capability to have the equal amount of dark, because you have to understand that much dark in order to get that much light, so it goes both ways. So like I feel like that's like you, especially pile 33 in the Malachite, like such a strong number and a strong crystal. Like you have that much power within you. Like you are not just a light worker, you are a light warrior. Like you're not someone who is just sweet and kind and professional and smart, intelligent, respected, but you're also someone who has the fight behind them. You're someone who can defend. You're like a leader. You don't want a leader to be like just like, oh no, peace, peace, no war, like let's love and light. Like is that gonna like defend you against people who are not that way? No, you need someone who is like strong. You need a leader who is strong physically and mentally and intelligent, and can understand the enemy, can understand the darkness. And I feel like that's your energy here. It's like people can see within you that you have so much light because you've been through so much dark, that you've had so many dark experiences, that you had to help people a lot in the dark experiences. But like you're not someone to be messed with, right? So your person sees that too, because like I feel like when they see you like as 33, as someone who is like a very powerful lover, powerful healer, and just like a powerful like presence. Like you have a lot of power within you. So let's see what else. How they think of you. You already know the way. You're someone like people can't tell you what to do. Like people can't give you advice. People can't give you like people can't tell you something that because you already know it. Like you're I feel like you're so beyond, right? Like that's like I'm getting like you're kind of like in that energy of like where the people that know you know your strength, know your power, know your capabilities, and the people that don't know you, it's kind of like tiring to continuously explain yourself to them, right? Because like there's no one can tell you anything. You have that much power that you're, even if you are not making the right decisions, like you are like, you know what you want to do in that situation, and you're gonna follow through on it. There's no one can tell you anything, right? Like you already know your what you believe, what you stand for, your truth, and that's like your power. Like no one can shake you. Cain, pay attention to your health. Came out kind of sideways, so I'm getting kind of like this energy that you you might go to extremes. I think your person has witnessed this in you. Like you might go to extremes. So you might have like with the cane, I see kind of like a crutch. Like so you might have some addictions that you kind of rely on as your crutch to get through difficult times. And it's like I have no judgment. Like I don't judge people. Like I've seen it all. I've experienced it all. So like if there's like there's people out there, like I've seen like before I became a tarot card reader, I remember seeing this tarot card reader, and she would just be like chain smoking her butt off while like doing this is before like vapes were invented. But she was just like chain smoking like cigarettes while doing readings, and I'm just like, how can you be that like high vibe while like how can you give high vibe readings while smoking cigarettes like 24, throughout the reading? But it's kind of like, yes, there's some people who are so that has to deal with such extreme things in their lives, or they're dealing with such extreme issues out in the world that they're helping solve, that your life is different. Your life is different than like the typical person. And it's like how are you going to explain to normal people what your life is like when they're never going to understand how like different your life is from normal people, like how much, because like you have so much power. And I'm not going to lie, pile 33, like you do more. And so it's like I feel like your person is always like concerned about your health. Like, oh no, like, are they depressed? Like, are they going off the handle? Are they going off the rails a little bit? Like, do I need to help them? And I feel like it's kind of I feel like that your person that you picked this pile 33 can't really understand you all the time. Or I'm getting two extremes. Too much concern with sexual matters. I'm getting two extremes. Like I'm getting like they either understand you absolutely or they don't understand you at all. So I'm getting two very different people that pick this pile. One who's like your person will never understand you because they're just so different from you, but they kind of look to you and admire you, but kind of they'll never understand your lifestyle, or like kind of like what you have to do in order to, like, I don't know, you might have had some trauma in your past, or you might have had some like extreme experiences, or the work that you do right now might be really, really heavy, really like, very stressful, very like important. And so like your person will never understand, right? Like why you are the way you are, because they haven't had those experiences, and they maybe never will. And then the second person that is watching this pile, your person does understand you fully, because they've had maybe not the same experiences, but like similar, or they've seen people go through it, or they have a similar kind of demanding job that's very important, very serious, and like, where our lives are at stake or something, you know? And not everyone can understand that kind of lifestyle, right? Like you see like life and death on the regular, right? Whether it's energy work that you do or you work in the OR, you know, the ER. It really just, you know, some folks will never understand what some people do for the rest of us, you know? And those people need to be put in their place sometimes because they're like, they throw tantrums like children, right? So pay attention to your health, too much concern with sexual matters. So, I feel like if you have sexual relationships, a sexual relation with this person, I feel like you have extremes with your sexual life as well. Like maybe you have a lot of sex and you can be very like extreme in your sexual behaviors, or your sexual, like in the bedroom you can have a lot of like kinks or something like that, and then it could go from that to like nothing, and that like not having sex for a very long time. So I feel like that's like kind of the vibe I'm getting. Or you can have like a lot of sexual partners, or completely not, or be celibate and completely not, you know, have that as a part of your life. So I feel like there's like extremes in terms of your sexual life, and there's extremes in terms of your health, because of what you have to do day to day. But I'm getting like your responsibilities day to day, but I'm getting like that's not an issue for the person that understands you. Like I feel like what one person might see as extremes sexually, the right person will understand like, oh yeah, like this is why they're like this in terms of our sexual life, you know? This is why they're like this in terms of their, you know, habits and stuff, or what they eat, and how, you know, like people, like the person who is right for you, they will understand. The person who like chooses you, they understand you on such a deep level, so intimately. They understand your health and your sexual desires. Like they understand that part of you. The person who chooses you but they don't understand you at all, they're trouble. They're gonna give you a lot of trouble because they're gonna keep thinking that you have issues and problems in the relationship when you don't, right? They just think that you do, but it's like they don't understand you on that deeper level. So but they're mesmerized by you because you're like, to others you might come off like a manic pixie kind of vibe, like someone who's always running around saving people, you know, always has like you're extremely interesting. You always have like important things going on in your life, and you're always doing important things in life in general. So they're extremely attracted to you. So I'm getting two different people in this reading. So like, you know, you'll know which one you are. Okay, so then what do they think of you in terms of personalities? Like, I can't believe, like, I'm just sorry, I'm just gonna vent. This is gonna be a reading. I like was pushing off doing this reading, their thoughts of you, since the last one, because I'm like, I need to kind of like palate cleanse. But like, I'm just gonna vent, right? And like, I know you guys love me, so you always let me vent. But like how do I do this kind of important reading and then people don't get it? How are people so surface level? Like, I get when people are surface level, but how are they attracted to my channel? Like, I don't do surface level readings. I do like important, in-depth readings, and I do like positive readings and accurate readings and like happy-go-lucky readings too. So like everything ends on a positive note with a silver lining. Like, how are low vibe people attracted to this channel? Like, how do I keep them out? Okay, so Treasure Island. Wow. Okay, so your person, like, it feels like they hit the jackpot with you in terms of relationship. And okay, because I'm reading for two different people, the person who doesn't understand you, they think they hit the jackpot because obviously you're such an important player. Like, you might be really popular, you might have a lot of fame, or like what you do is really, really important, highly skilled, or something along those lines, where you get like a lot of notoriety and people coming up to you and being like, oh, thank you for like, saving my life, or thank you for like helping me with this really difficult situation. Like, you get a lot of good feedback from people, and this your person sees it. But if this is the right person for you and they get you on a very deep level, then this person knows like they found the one. Like you two are definitely destined and meant to be together. Hanged Man. Okay. But it feels like they're going to be patient for you, the right person, because you're so worth the wait. So this person might have been kind of hanging around, like kind of not completely ever letting you go, kind of always checking up on you. Or if you're in a closer relationship, you're talking to this person or seeing this person, or even in a relationship with this person in the physical, I feel like they're very patient with you, and they're like, like if we're gonna get married, like, I'll wait for you, and I'll wait until like you feel like it's the right time, because like, they understand you on such a deep level. Like, it doesn't like matter, like they'll work with your timing, with what works for you, because they know that they found the one. And like, like nothing really matters as long as they're with you. So with the right person, like they're gonna wait for you. Even with the wrong person, I'm gonna have to go back and forth between both viewers for this pile. But for the wrong person, they'll wait for you even though you're not the right person, even though you might like try to cut them off or something. You're trying to get away from this person, but sometimes like you're going through such a hard day that you just would love that person at the end of the day to kind of comfort you. And this person has become like a person of comfort. So like, even though you're not going to end up with this person, like this person is like still hoping and praying and wishing that they do. Yeah. Okay. So what do they think of you? I need time to reflect and expand. I'm getting that from like you. I'm getting that from your energies. That you kind of like, you would wish to have a little bit more time with them before making bigger moves in the relationship. So I feel like if this is the person that's not the person that you don't understand, you kind of just need them right now. You need their love and support. So like, you're kind of holding on to them even though this is not gonna like work out in the end, because they don't understand you on that deeper level. In that case, it's like a toxic relationship, right? Because like you two aren't good for each other, but like, you're holding on for the wrong reasons, kind of delaying the inevitable. For the right person, the person who like understands you, like I'm feeling like they hold you, they're holding space for you, they're holding you, like actually hugging you, they like understand you, and they understand that like, if you two are to get married or have a family or move in together or whatever the next step is, like it needs to be done correctly, and you know what that looks like, and you explain to them what that looks like, and they're fully on board. They're 100% going to do whatever it takes to kind of move the relationship forward in the right way, the way that you see it, the way that you need it to be done. They're 100% on board. They will do it the way you need it to. This person has a lot of patience with you, a lot of respect and love for you, so much so that they listen to you, they hear you, not just like the words that you're saying, but like with your emotions, with their heart center. They hear you, like, okay, like it's not that you need to get married here or need to move in here or need to wait for this to happen before this. Like they hear you. They're like, they can hear like the sadness in your voice being like, this isn't something I prefer, this is something I need. And so they're like, they hear you. May came up, so maybe that's a significant time for this connection, or something significant is going to happen in a relationship around May. This is a timeless reading, so it could also be 3 months from whenever you're watching it. It might be like putting things off until 3 months, or you need 3 months to kind of maybe deal with something before moving the connection forward. You might be delaying a wedding. Maybe you just had like a loved one pass away, and it's like, I know we already put the deposit down, but is there any way we can delay it just a little bit? Like, I can't do this right now. Something like that, Or one of your birthdays might be in May, or you might have started dating in May or reconnected in May, something with May. And May energies, I'm getting this kind of like Taurus vibes of just like, this has a potential to be, this is like Taurus with the Venus and just earth energies, just long term, very protected, very loving relationship. So might as well take your time doing things right. And I'm feeling like you're the one who needs like the time. Okay. Pineapple, reconciliation. Yeah, because I felt for some reason, like for some of you, like this is someone coming back, or this is someone who like waited for you, or this is someone who kind of waited until you kind of got through whatever you needed to get through, kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So let's get one last message from Spirit. Okay, the 8. The Strength card. Yeah, so this is like, you have to be really strong. I feel like you have to be really strong to go through what you have in your life or in relationships, pile 33. I feel like you've had a very difficult life, but because of it is what makes you so much stronger and makes you so much different than people who probably haven't gone through those similar experiences. And then also, this connection is very, very strong. Whether it's with the person that you're meant to be with, I feel like for the folks that you two kind of can understand each other on a deep level because you both kind of went through tough experiences in life. This is a very, very strong relationship, very strong bond between the two of you. And for those of you that this is not gonna work out and they don't really get you, it feels like they came into your life literally to help support you and to be strong for you and be a rock until you get through this. So don't feel bad about oh, am I not letting them live their life or something? No, they came into your life. Their soul knows they came into your life to kind of be there for you, even if they don't consciously know that and are aware of that. They subconsciously know they came to be there for you, be your strength, and help you through this difficult time. So pile 33, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 44 for the Diopside. We're looking at their thoughts of you. We're going to look at their thoughts of you personally and then in terms of a relationship. So let's get right into it. What do they think of you personally? 9 of Earth. Oh, wow. Okay. So your person feels like you've spent a lot of time in your life to set yourself up to where you are now, or who you are now. It took a lot of hard work to become who you are now and have the success that you do now. And if you feel like you're not there yet, it's obviously coming in because you have put in the hard work as you on yourself as a person, but also in your life. And so your person does feel like you are a very successful person already. You've already put in the hard work and they can see this in you. And so whether that has manifested, in your life right now already or will, they do know that you will be very successful. You've done the work, they're saying. I'm also getting, you're very healthy looking. Which is really attractive, and they kind of feel like you have good looks for life. They're you're gonna age like fine wine, and they kind of feel that about you, you're gonna be good looking for a very long time. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so when both the cards come out in reverse, for me that means things are happening right now. So I feel like you this pile specifically, you're in contact with your person right now, or you're talking to them. You're because a lot of people come to my readings and they're looking up someone's energy that they haven't talked to for a long time. But for this pile 44, I'm seeing that you two have had contact, and you because I read for all different kinds, little to no communication, you're in a relationship, this is a new connection, this is a old connection. I read for all. I can do that. I'm that skilled. Okay, so 9 of Earth, 2 of Pentacles, so 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. There is a decision in your life right now. So I feel that there is a big decision that is coming up for you in your life right now. And it's going to affect the connection. And I feel like it has to do with your success and where you're going. So this could be your career. Maybe your career is about to take off, or maybe you have another opportunity. You're getting a promotion, you're getting more money, or you have to move somewhere. Something that's going to affect your life and your personal relationships. Okay, so what else are they thinking about you? You're discovering your life purpose. Yeah, I feel like whatever it is, like, you're not going to be able to say no, because this is like what you're meant to do. So it's either like they come with you or they kind of get left behind. And that kind of depends on how long you are with this person. So if you are in a relationship with this person, they're probably going to obviously come with you. They're like, yeah, this is the moment you've been waiting for. They're super proud of you. They're totally on board to do whatever they need to do to support you during this, transition. Because like I feel like you're doing something, like you're moving into a new career, you're getting a new job, your promotion, a raise, or you have to move for a new job opportunity, or you're going into a new line of work or something, you're taking a huge risk, you're starting your own business or something like that. Like you're doing something big in regards to like your life purpose, what you're meant to be doing, the things that you're meant to be working on. And so if you're in a relationship, obviously this person is thinking about it, how proud of you they are, and they're so on board. If this is a new connection, like obviously this is something that they're like, oh, okay, like this is something we have to think about. Is like, how it's going to affect the connection. Maybe they want to celebrate with you. They want to take you out for a celebratory dinner and talk about like, where things go with you two. Like, like, do you need some time and space to kind of get your that part of your life in order, because like so there's so many changes happening. Can you handle a new relationship at this time? Do you need space? You kind of want to check in with them at too, if this is something new, like, hey, like this is the kind of changes that are happening in my life, like, are you okay with that? Is that something you're like okay with? If this is like a little to no communication, or something that like you two are just friends, something that might be like a connection you might be disconnecting from, like you might have to choose your career over your person, and you're like, what, this was ending anyway, or you have your own things going on, or like like I can't say no to this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to like break this off in order to pursue this career. And for others of you, this is like an important decision where it's kind of like like you're doing well, this is a connection that's going somewhere, you both kind of see it, and your person's like willing to kind of like, hey, like I like you enough, I like to see where this is going, I'll move with you, or I will support you, I'm so for this, like let's do this, like let's do this together, like I'm here for you. So this is like a really pivotal time in the relationship, because it's a really pivotal time in your career, in your life purpose, your soul mission right now, your divine purpose. And they recognize this, they're seeing this, they're acknowledging this, they want to bring this up. Bull, plenty of material things. Okay, so because like this can affect your connection, like for example, if you start making a lot more money than them, or if you're succeeding in your career, like that can be really like a game changer in a relationship, because like you can really see like, is this person love me for me, like will they support me in life, or like are they going to be jealous, are they not going to be able to handle this? Because I feel like whatever this change is happening in your career is like going to definitely like bring in more money, bring in more status, bring in more like success, bring in more like time away from the connection, like it's gonna make your life busy, and it's gonna, in a good way, but it's also going to like really upgrade your life. So in a way that like you need to know that your partner is on board, right? Like ready for that. Diamond, oh my goodness, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. This is kind of like a moment where how like when one good thing happens in your life, like at least like two other good things happen, like it's like I'm getting like things happen in threes or something like that. I'm getting like this is like kind of like the pivotal moment in your life where you figure out if this person is the one or not. Like, are you gonna put a ring on it? Is this person someone that's gonna stand by you? You're both kind of figuring out your new roles in this connection. all I can say for you, at least 44, is that like your life is about to get really good. Like financially, materially, like physically, like it's gonna get really good. So, you're figuring things out. Okay, so what do they think of you in terms of a relationship? The tribe. Okay, yeah. So I do feel like, and it came out in reverse. So like, it feels like you have to make immediate decisions to kind of leave something, like leave people behind. So like, I do feel like if you have family, if you have kids, or people you're responsible for that you have to consider, or maybe you have to move away from friends, or move like maybe you have to leave your partner for a bit, leave this person for a bit. Like they recognize that you have to make quick decisions. Like you can't just like wait on this decision, this opportunity that's coming in for you. And you have to make quick decisions, and you might have to leave the family behind, or leave your friends, leave your person behind for a little bit. Like this is something that where you have to kind of like uproot your life a little bit. And people around you are going to be affected, not just your person that you picked this pile for 44, but like a lot of people. So they know like it's not just about like you and them, like other people are going to be also affected that you're close to. Okay, so what do they think about you in relationship wise? Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah. So this is like the time to make a decision. Like they know like they have to step up and they have to make a decision. I feel like you're the king or queen of swords, where you know what direction you're going to go in. You're not going to pass up on this opportunity. Heck no, never, 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 never would you ever pass on this opportunity. You're 100% taking this opportunity, right? Like you absolutely know it. That's why I feel like you're like the king or queen of swords. They're like the knight of swords, where they have to make a decision based on your decision, right? So they have to either make the decision to kind of go with you and stay, be on board, be by your side, or cut this off. They're thinking with a Knight of Swords, it's kind of reminding me of like Knight of Pentacles, where this is a decision that affects both of you long term. And so they understand the assignment, right? They get it. They know what they have to do. They have to make a decision based on your decision. Okay, so what do they think of you in terms of relationship? I won't let my fears keep us apart. So I feel like for most of you, they're like on board, because they're kind of like, naturally when there's change, like any like little fears will come up in regards to that change, even if it's not really big. It has to come up to address it. Like, what if this changes our relationship and they don't have time for me anymore? And that kind of is a downfall of our relationship. They have to address that. Like, what if you spending more time with work is going to affect the connection? They have to think about that. And any other fears. What if they get jealous? What if they feel envious that you're succeeding in your career and they don't feel like they are in theirs? Like, will they be okay with that? All these little things are popping up, Will they be the one who has to be the supportive partner right now? Will they be the one who has to take care of the kids more? Will pile 44 still like me if they feel like I'm like doing less in life than they are? Like, all these like little fears come up. So this is a really big moment in your life, pile 44, for the both of you. Okay, so what else are they thinking? Forces working against you. Yeah, axes. And so naturally when any big change comes through, like there's like this fear that this will hurt us. This will hurt the connection. This will hurt my life. This will, hurt us in the long term. But it came out kind of sideways. So it's just fears to be kind of worked through. So if they bring up these concerns with you, please know that it's not coming out of a place of this connection can't work out. It's coming from a place of like, they're just kind of doing some inner work with you in regards to this change. So, because like for a few of you, not all of you, not most of you, but for a few of you, you're going to be kind of like, if they bring up concerns, you're going to be like, fine, just like leave that. Like, who cares? Like, I'm just going to cut this off. Like, I'm over this. Like, whatever, bye. Like, don't do that for the few of you who might, because it's like, no, they're not bringing up these concerns to say that they're leaving you. They're bringing up these concerns to be like, I want to address this with you, work through this with you, even if they're more my fears than yours, like, because I still want to be with you. I still want to see how this could work. Like, I want some of your support and your confidence of like, yeah, this could still work, you know? They want, you know, so like, just for a few of you, keep that in mind. What else are they thinking? Harp, great happiness. Yeah. They're really happy for you. Like, at the end of the day, they really are genuinely happy for you. Most of the people that are watching this pile, like, they are happy for you. And they know this is just going to add to both of your lives, and this is only going to add to the success for both of you, the prosperity between both of you. For most of you, they're on board and they're like, yeah, let's do this. I'm excited. You know, I might be playing the more supportive partner role right now, but like, I know, like, when I am going through my successes, that you will be supportive and be there for me. Like, this is a two-way partnership. Like, this is how it works. Like, I'm not going to let some positive change in your life get me down. Like, it's only going to bring me up and bring us up. So for most of you, they are thinking more positively. Anything that comes through that's negative or a little bit fear-centered is just to kind of clear it. Okay, last but not least, message from Spirit. 9 of Pentacles again. Are you kidding me? 9 of Pentacles again. This is really good news for you, pile 44. Like, this is like, if you're waiting for news in regards to your career, in terms of money, finances, prosperity, success, abundance, like your life purpose, feeling like you know, love what you do, you're doing the right thing in life, that like an opportunity coming your way, this is your sign. This is your sign. That, yeah, that is what is happening right now for you. Can we get like a little time frame? 6 months. So like, within 6 months, I feel like this opportunity. If you're saying like, oh, that's too long, like, you're a low vibe, get off my channel. 6 months is nothing when it comes to a huge, grand, life-changing opportunity like that. If you don't have the patience for it, you're not high vibe enough for this channel. All right. So if you, that's coming off my vent from my last reading and from the intro. It's in every single pile. I vented a little bit about different things in each pile, but I know you guys love me enough and know that I'm like highly skilled and highly spiritual enough to, and love me enough to hold space for me to do that venting. So yeah, with that, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And with that, yeah, I'd love a like or a comment if you resonated. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.